Hello Apex traders. This is a supplemental video on the Apex Trade Copier that is in addition to the previously published Trade Copier videos. We want to address your frequently asked questions. First of all, let's start off with the installation of the Apex Trade Copier. You're going to go to apexinvesting.net. ApexInvesting.net is a separate company than Apex Trader Funding, two separate companies. Your Apex Trader Funding credentials will not work on ApexInvesting.net. Any questions you have regarding the installation of the Apex Trade Copier, open a support ticket via the help button at apexinvesting.net. When you're on the apexinvesting.net website, scroll down, you will see the Trade Copier. Click on the Copier. This opens up a page on the Trade Copier. Please read everything. Down below, you're going to see a couple videos. The first couple videos are on the Apex Desktop Assistant and Toolkit. The Apex Trade Copier is installed via the Apex Desktop Assistant. You will first need to download and install the Apex Desktop Assistant and then install the latest toolkit, which will give you the Apex Trade Copier. These videos explain how to download and install the toolkit. These videos here will explain the use of the Trade Copier. Once you have the Apex Desktop Assistant installed, you're going to open it up. The top option is NinjaTrader Toolkit. Click NinjaTrader 8 and then install update the NT8 Toolkit. You're going to see a list of options here. You're going to choose the latest date. Yours may look different than mine, but you're just going to choose the latest date and click install. Once installed, open your NinjaTrader. Let's get a couple connections live. Once your NinjaTrader is open, click New, scroll down to Apex Copier. Now, you can have multiple instances of the Trade Copier open. We do not advise it. There are some traders that like to have multiple instances open. If you try to open another instance of the Trade Copier, it will give you a warning saying, hey, there's one already open. But it will allow you to open another Trade Copier. We do not advise doing that. It's a lot to manage, a lot to ensure that you're trading off the right copier, but we do have some traders that trade that way, prefer it that way, so we allow that. The best way to ensure you only have one Trade Copier open is go down to your taskbar, just hover over top your NinjaTrader icon, and you can see the windows that you have open. So I have one Trade Copier open. We've had a lot of questions on the copier surrounding the tabs and templates. So let's first of all address the templates. If you right-click anywhere on the copier, the last two options are Save Instrument Template and Load Last Save Instrument Template. So let's set this up with a leader, an instrument, and a couple followers. Then let's just right click and click Load Last Save, click Save Instrument Template. So now we clicked Save Instrument Template. Let's close out of the copier, reopen it. If you come back in and right click and click Load Last Save Instrument Template, you're going to notice that it only loads the followers. It does not load a leader. It does not load an instrument, and it will not reload your ratio or cross. It only loads the followers. You will need to reload your leader, your instrument, any ratios you had, or any cross. This is something that we're working on, and we'll have an update on a future toolkit. So again, whenever you click Save Instrument Template and then reload it, it's only going to load your followers. You will need to choose a leader, instrument, ratio, and cross again. Let's take this back to its original configuration. Let me show you a couple things on the tabs. So a couple things. When you have multiple tabs, you always want to have each tab uniquely configured. In other words, I'm going to choose my 103 leader here. Let's choose a couple followers. Then I'm going to choose MNQ. Ratio is 1, cross is off. This tab, I'm going to choose a different leader. Let's choose 104. Let's choose ES. Let's choose these followers. So now I have two separate tabs. This one's for ES with a 104 leader. This one is for NQ with a 103 leader. I have 103 right here. I am on MNQ. Let's just buy the market, and you can see it entered as it is configured. One contract on each. Now, let me show you what happens if it's not configured correctly. So let's take this back to its original configuration. Let's open two tabs. We're going to choose 103. Let's choose these followers. But I'm not going to choose an instrument. I'm not going to choose an instrument. Let's set this tab up the same way. 103. No instruments. Now I have two identically configured tabs, but I forgot to put an instrument in. If you buy the market, it's going to enter one contract on the leader, but two on each of the followers. You can see two contracts on each of the followers, one on the leader. That is because it's copying across these tabs. Since I have two tabs identically configured, but no instrument, and both tabs are set to 103, it copied across both tabs and put me in more contracts on these followers. We've got a lot of questions on this. You have to ensure your leader account and your instruments are different on each tab. Let's just go over that again, and I will show you how it should be. Here I have a tab. I'm going to choose 103, choose these followers, choose MNQ. Go ahead and flatten this position. And I'm going to choose MES on this one. So now I have two separate tabs. This one's configured for MES. This one's configured for NQ. And you can see it enters one contract because now both tabs are unique. So please ensure on multiple tabs, when you open your trade copier, that you always configure each tab uniquely. Always ensure there is a unique instrument. Always ensure there's a unique leader. Don't have multiple tabs identically configured. Do not have multiple tabs with the same leader. Do not have multiple tabs with no instrument or the same instrument. Always ensure each tab is uniquely configured with a leader and an instrument. Followers can be the same, obviously. Ratios can be the same. Cross can be the same. But the leader and instrument always need to be unique. We went over this before in a previous video, but when you're in a position and you want to close it. The best way to close a position is to right click and click flatten everything. Why? We've seen cases where when you're in an order, in a trade, and you click the close button repeatedly, that it can reverse that position. So don't spam the close button. Always click flatten everything. On the trade copier, if you right click and look at the options, you're going to see the toggle on. This simply toggles all of the accounts. So if you have 20 accounts and you want to quickly toggle all the accounts on and then just simply choose a leader, let me just show you that. Just get a clean tab here. So if I just click toggle on, everything's toggled on, and then I can just choose a leader. Makes it a little bit faster. Don't need my sim on. The rearmed desynced accounts. Once in a while when you're in a trade, especially in fast moving markets, and you enter a trade, it will not fill all the followers. It may fill some of them, but in the event that it does not fill all the followers, these will go orange or red. If that happens, that simply means that those followers did not get filled. Now, you may still have some accounts that got filled, and it's always wise to have your accounts showing so you can look at your unrealized P&L to see if you have any live movements. You can quickly glance over here to see what accounts filled and didn't. But if some of the followers didn't get filled, you're going to be able to go back in there and just click rearm desynced accounts. And that will rearm the accounts that are orange or red and that did not get filled and get them set up for the next trade. If you don't like that option, if you don't want the followers to flatten and not get filled, you can uncheck the desync. So now the desync is turned off. There I have the desync turned on. So the most important thing, again, like I said, templates will only load the followers. So always ensure that if you reload a template that you go in and choose a leader, instrument, your ratio, and cross. And also on the tabs, please ensure that you always have a unique leader and a unique instrument. Let's just see if we can push this a little bit and see if we can get it to give us anything here. So I've got everything set to 1, ratio set to 1. I'm just going to spam the buy button pretty hard. So you can see I'm in 13 contracts. It entered all 13 across all 4 accounts, no problem. The flatten per account, again, you can go up and I can click flatten per account, and you can see that it took that trade off. And here's a good example. Let's click flatten all. You can see these went to a red X. Simply means they're desynced. You just come here, rearm desynced accounts. They went to desync because I flattened them independently. So I'm set back up for another trade. I'm going to spam the sell button really hard here. So you can see I'm up to 19 contracts. It's 19 across all of them. No issues with that entering that. And there the limit got hit across all 4 of them. So now I'm in 18 contracts. I can hit flatten all, and it's flattened everything. Let's put on a ATM. And again, I spam the buy button really hard, 13 contracts. And we're not advising to do this. I'm just showing you that it's entering a lot of contracts, pushing it hard, and it's filling them and it's working. Let's let it hit this. And there you can see it filled everything. Everything is still green. Don't have to resync anything. So everything worked as expected. Again, if you have trade copier issues, go to apexinvesting.net and open a support ticket. Everything regarding the trade copier, sold, the sell, purchase, installation, everything is all through apexinvesting.net. Thanks and have a great day.